Godzilla, King of the Monsters is directed by Michael Dougherty. This is an action-adventure fantasy monster movie. This is the sequel film to 2014's Godzilla movie, which was directed by Gareth Edwards. The film stars Ken Watanabe as Dr. Ishiro Serizawa, Kyle Chandler as Dr. Mark Russell, Vera Farmiga as Dr. Emma Russell, Millie Bobby Brown as Madison Russell, Sally Hawkins as Dr. Vivian Graham, Ziyi Zhang as Dr. Eileen Chen and Dr. Ling, Bradley Whitford as Dr. Rick Stanton, Charles Dance as Alan Jonah, Thomas Middleditch as Sam Coleman, Aisha Hines as Colonel Diane Foster, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. as Chief Warrant Officer Barnes. This film is rated PG-13 for sequences of monster action, violence, and destruction, and for some language as well. This film would be okay for anyone 16 years of age and older. This movie has a runtime of 2 hours and 12 minutes. Godzilla, King of the Monsters was released in theaters on Friday, May 31st, 2019. In this story, the film follows the Russell family. Dr. Emma Russell has teamed up with eco-terrorist Alan Jonah with a device called the Orca, which she and her husband Mark Russell designed and created together. The Orca is a sonic device that can communicate with all the Titans and control them as well. Dr. Serizawa, Dr. Graham, and Sam Coleman, who are with the Monarch Agency, find Dr. Mark Russell because they think that Emma Russell and their daughter Madison have been kidnapped. Only they find out that Emma is working with Alan Jonah and Madison is caught right in the middle of everything. Emma, along with Alan Jonah, uses the Orca to wake up and release the Titans to hopefully restore balance to the Earth. However, they end up waking up Monster Zero called King Ghidorah, a three-headed Hydra-like dragon creature. Once that happens, things don't go as planned and Ghidorah uses the other Titans to do his bidding. The only hope for the world now is the King of the Monsters, Godzilla. So that's it for the plot synopsis. Now here are my negatives for the film. One thing that has bothered me about this film is when Dr. Serizawa, Dr. Mark Russell, Dr. Stanton, and Dr. Chen get into the submarine and go down to the depths of the ocean to help Godzilla, and they detonate a nuclear bomb underwater to give Godzilla more radiation. So here's my problem with this. They're underwater, like deep underwater, underneath the ocean. How is it that in the temple, this ancient temple where Godzilla's home is somehow, it's not underwater, like it's not flooded with water or anything. It's like you can walk around freely in there. And so it's deep in the ocean, but yet it's not underwater. I don't get it. I don't see how that's possible. Maybe I'm just reading too much into that, but that scene always bothered me. I hated that Ken Watanabe's Dr. Serizawa had to die. He was one of my favorite human characters in the films, along with Bryan Cranston, the short time we see him in the first film. But I am glad he went out, sacrificing his life so Godzilla could live. In some of the shots of King Ghidorah, we see that the three-headed Hydra dragon creature, we see that sometimes the three heads bicker back and forth with each other, and that they don't always see eye to eye. You would think that, with three heads, they would all be on the same page, but they're not. I really didn't understand the whole thing about the bioacoustic device, the Orca, and how it could dial into the frequencies to wake up, talk to, and control the Titans. The only one it really could not control is Godzilla, since he is an alpha predator, but it couldn't control Monster Zero, King Ghidorah, either. I wonder how or if it would have any effect on Kong. So those were my negatives. Now here are my positives. The characters are really good in this film, and they are not just throwaway cardboard cutout characters, but they are characters that you can really get behind. You understand the pain the Russell family is suffering through, and you can understand where the characters are coming from and why they're doing the things that they are doing. This movie brilliantly uses practical effects that blend in perfectly with CGI and motion capture used with the actors who created the performances and the facial acting for Ghidorah and Godzilla. You see where the practical effects are used with CGI, and it looks really, really great. The colors in this film, The film utilizes a lot of blues, a lot of grays, some off-whites. In other areas of the film, it uses some reds, oranges, yellows, and golds, and looks terrific. The score for this film is brilliantly done. The score is composed and conducted by Bear McQuarrie, who is the brilliant composer for my all-time favorite TV show, Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The end credit song, sung by Serge Tankian and created by Bear McQuarrie, is awesome. The story is very good and very strong and very easy to follow. Okay, that's it for my positives and my negatives. Now it's grading time. I'm going to give Godzilla, King of the Monsters, an A-. This movie has a lot more rewatchability value to it than the 2014 Godzilla film. I do own this film on Blu-ray and DVD. I think I'm probably going to add this movie to my default movies because I really like it a lot. The director of this film, Michael Dougherty, wrote the films X2, X-Men United, and Superman Returns, which are two of my favorite superhero movies, and they're also on my default list. Michael Dougherty also directed a movie back in 2015 that's one of my favorites. I believe it was 2015 that it came out, the horror Christmas movie Krampus. I am really upset with myself that I did not go to the movie theaters to see this movie. I really wish I would have now. So I'm hoping one of these days that the theaters may bring it back for like a special showing. And if they do that, then I'm definitely going to go see it. Okay, that's it for this video. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Good night. God bless. I love all of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.